money is a difficult thing to talk about, and our number one tip on managing finances would be, however awkward, talk about it, because all the research shows that couples who manage their finances together have fewer financial problems. I mean, that's just not rocket science, is it? And we found that to talk about it and make it slightly less awkward is just to treat it as a bit of a business meeting, and we get very factual. We'll get our paperwork out and we'll just say, right, we need to talk about how much is coming in and going out, and it's just not quite working well. What are we going to do? And that's how we approach it.
Did it cause conflict between you, though, that you were wanting to approach it differently?
It's caused conflict just yesterday.
Yeah, I think we very naturally have different approaches and attitudes to money. I'm much more cautious. I would rather spend less on things, and Mark would just be, well, let's get that one. It's the best one, and the best price. So we even after 36 years of marriage, those differences remain, and we just have to talk about it. And there's no win or lose. It's kind of, okay, what are we going to decide that's best for us?
Yes.
So, Mark, have you had to sort of hone your skills at trying to convince your wife of purchasing something? Has that been part of your approach?
I guess it's a bit of that, but on a more serious note, one of the things that I've had to struggle with is occasionally when you're having what is quite a sensitive discussion at times, there can be guilt or embarrassment involved. And when that's the case, you're tempted to hide things. And when it comes to money, you can't. You've got to be open about it. And also, when there's guilt and embarrassment involved, it's really easy to get angry very quickly or defensive. So that has to be recognized. We've had to learn to recognize that. And there are certain times when we sit down saying, we know this is going to be a tricky conversation, and we're going to have to be gentle and kind with each other. And as Christine says, let's talk about the facts, and then we'll get into the more sensitive stuff about whether you feel guilty or, and that was a conversation we had yesterday. Do that later after we got through the facts and to come up with a plan.
So, Christine, where would you encourage us to start then? Because I think if you say, it's important for couples to be talking about their finances, how would you encourage people to begin that conversation?
Well, there are lots of things to talk about, aren't there? Because money means different things to different people. For some people, it can mean a sense of security or success. For others, it's a sense of freedom that I can spend on things. There are lots of things, and we often don't know what money means to us and how much our growing up has affected and shaped our ideas and attitudes. So we would point people to our Toucan Together app for couples, and specifically the money module. The app is designed to help strengthen and grow relationships, and it covers all kinds of topics like communication, resolving conflict, and love. But the money module is absolutely unique to help couples. We developed it with CAP, and we brought together the kind of soft skills to help couples understand each other's different attitudes towards money. And then CAP have provided all their brilliant financial management tools like budgeting and saving, and managing debt and managing change. And if a couple works through that module together, and it's totally free, it will really help build an understanding and give them all those tools and skills to manage money really confidently and positively together.